and welcome back to more Sonic Unleashed. Last time we got the camera that lets us purify the Dark Gaia creatures out of the various townsfolk. And this time we're gonna figure out how to progress. So, the big question is, where do we go from here? And my answer is, I am not actually sure where we go from here. We got one part of the key. I know I could have just swapped to night, but I thought there would be a beam of light to tell us where we need to go, and there wasn't one. So we're kind of on our own, I guess. Yes, this is, like, to me, the fastest way to travel, as slightly inefficient as it probably is. I still can't believe you turned into that thing, but no matter the package, you're still my Sonic. Question time. Can we go to Spagonia Day? Please say yes. Please say yes, game. And the answer is, I can't actually tell if we're where we're supposed to be. I hope this is where we're supposed to be, for reasons. Just gonna leave it at that for now, for reasons. Alright, so we have a little puzzle to get to our next power-up. So line up with the rings. I did not line up with the rings. Line up with the rings and stomp. So we got a little art book over here, and wall jump shoes. Shoes with coils and the soles that put a spring in your step, literally. Hey, you can wall jump now. Hit the A button as you touch the wall to do a backwards wall jump. Sweet. We don't have the light dash, somehow. We lost that, apparently. So, now that we have the wall jump, what do we do with it? Hey Sonic, I wonder how you're supposed to get up here. Gee, I wonder. Maybe that power-up we just collected? I don't think this is where we need to be, sadly. Yeah, it's empty. Shoot. I was really looking forward to this level. It looks like we can't get in here yet. Let's try somewhere else. I mean, if we happen to do a different daytime stage, I think you do a different daytime stage first, actually. Hey, it's still helpful, right? We have the wall jump. I think there's even spaces in other levels where you can actually wall jump, so you can actually speed things up, even in existing levels that you've already played through. Looks like you've already found some use for the camera, Surprised, were you? All thanks to my research on the Gaia manuscripts. Light shall put darkness to rout, it says. Quite so, it's only natural. I hope you'll put it to work, saving people from Dark Gaia, my boy. Very well then, shall we talk about the planet? Very important, Sonic, my boy, I managed to pinpoint another Gaia temple location. The manuscript suggests the temple lies somewhere in Chun-nan. You know it, yes? Should see it on the world map. Now make haste, Sonic, get a Chaos Emerald to that temple, my boy. Well then, do you have any further questions? Nope. I'm slightly sad because I realize I'm pretty sure we have another night level, actually. I was looking forward to a daytime level. But oh well. Chun-nan night is actually kind of short, if I'm not mistaken. It's not as, you know, lengthy as a lot of the night levels end up being. Can we do Chun-nan Day, please? I just want to do a daytime stage. We've done so many night levels already. It probably won't let me, but I want to see what happens. You can't come through here, out of the question, too dangerous. Access to the entrance stage is strictly forbidden without Lin's permission. Alright, let's go talk to Lin and get their permission. Which one is Lin? I think it's... Welcome to Chun-nan! I only regret that I am not able to give the two of you a proper welcome. What's wrong? Well, you see, our village's most precious treasure is missing. The village elder went in search of it and has not returned. We would go search for him, but monsters lurk outside the village. I'll find your elder. You would do that? Oh, fortune has indeed smiled upon us. Oh heavens, look at me getting all misty-eyed. Please, you must head to the entrance stage at once. What's the treasure? Ah, yes, our treasure. It is a good luck charm passed down for ages. We credit it with having kept our humble village safe from disaster. On the day the planet split apart, though, it rolled away and got lost. Well, no matter, please, you must try to find the Elder. Cool. Now will you let us through? Please talk to him, Sonic, instead of just jumping. You can't come through here, out of the question. You cannot pass without Lynn's permission. What, Lynn has asked you to help search for the Elder? My apologies. The entrance stage is through here. You can't miss it. Do what you want. Do you want to go now? Okay, I'll find the Elder. By all means, and best of luck to you. Please find the Elder. We're counting on you. Alright. We're just getting all the power-ups, apparently. I think we might be in trouble, actually. I think we're actually in trouble. We'll see. Air boost shoes. Shoes as light as a feather. They let you accelerate even in mid-air. Hey, Sonic. I wonder how you're supposed to get across here. We're not supposed to get across there yet. It's a nighttime stage next. So, this is a problem. So... It's a classic Sonic conundrum where everything is mapped to like 2 buttons. Boost and homing attack are now the same button. Which is a problem because we may very well accidentally air boost and plummet to our demise. I'm really not a fan of Sonic really insisting on having like one button do everything. But oh well. I'm actually trying to remember what Light Dash is. I can't see anything in there, and that makes me really, really worried. Like, actually worried. Please, okay. Okay, it's only level 3, thank goodness. I thought it was level 4, so I was like, do I have to go grind for medals now? We're fine. Alright, so Dragon Road Knight is a little bit of a mixed bag, I would say. Parts of it I find really fun, other parts of it are really frustrating, and there's like little in between. So, I like the aesthetic. This is obviously based on China, and the daytime variant is one of my favorite levels, which is again why I'm a little bummed. We're getting so many night levels in a row. And yeah, again, I don't mean to keep, like, complaining about the same point over and over again, but just to reiterate, I wish they'd space out the levels better. Like, having an equal amount of day and night levels is inherently fine, but again, I just wish they could have spaced them better. Have a daytime level then a nighttime level rather than, like, 2 daytimes and 2 nighttimes. And it was technically my fault because I picked, Halaska Day before Sponia Night, but again, we would have had to back-to-back either way, eventually. This I also think is one of the shortest nighttime levels. You know, short, admittedly being mildly relative based on, you know, 10-minute timers. Yeah, I want to say this is pretty easygoing. Except for a couple of areas that I find slightly difficult because of control problems. we're actually making okay time through the game, I feel. This is, again, a little bit of a long Sonic game. You know, compared to, like, Colors and every game after Colors, this is pretty lengthy, pretty involved. And it's kind of a double-edged sword. I do feel like, I miss when Sonic games actually had decent runtimes. You know, you can't beat in, like, a morning. But again, this game might go a little far at times, admittedly. The Wii version, I feel like, is paced very differently, from what I recall. Instead of having, like, a bunch of long levels, there'd be, several short levels. So, for example, kind of more like Sonic Colors. You'd have, one main act, which is like, I wanna say 2 to 4 minutes. And then you have a bunch of little small acts, that follow it. Like, the Werehog stages would all be divided up, so it'd be the same amount of time. Like, for example, you do Apato's Day, and then you do a regular act that's like 2 to 3 minutes, then you do like a ring challenge, like collect 100 rings. So it'd be about the same amount of time, just spread out differently. So these wasp enemies are my least favorite enemy in the entire game. They're the most annoying enemy to fight. They're not too bad right now, they will get really bad later. Again, this combo I found is really good. I'm really glad I have this combo right now, otherwise these are a lot more difficult to fight. Also, by the way, this area is completely optional. I did not need to do this at all. So yeah, there's a ton of hidden areas, and again, there's content in this game, it's just a matter of how much of the content do you actually want to do. Is that literally just for a health pickup? Was there any other collectibles there? I actually don't remember. If not, that wasn't exactly worth it, was it? Another thing I actually don't know about is how the game saves. Mild spoiler, there was a boss fight after this level. But I actually don't know, like, if I beat the level and take a break, will it save my progress? I actually have no idea. I'm a little worried. By the way, these electrified enemies can come in handy for cases like this. Or not. It's supposed to land in the water and then electrify all the flower enemies. I guess the game's physics were like, no, I don't want to do that. I think that's our first death, actually. That's mildly impressive. And really ridiculous that it just happened because I got sniped out of the air, basically. Because of an existing mechanic didn't work. Am I going backwards? I feel like I'm going backwards. Sometimes it's easy to get turned around when you die, because it's like, where am I coming from and where am I trying to go from here? Okay, this is the right way. Again, I think that's our first death, and I'm a little impressed I made it this far, to be honest. So I'm gonna be patient this time. I know, patience in a Sonic game, kind of an odd concept. Please actually pick up the enemies, Sonic. I am pushing B, nothing is happening. There we go. Okay, this is just not gonna work. Neat. Sometimes the game does this, where it's just like, oh, physics, what are those? So I'm gonna play this safer and try to do that. So now we can safely jump across. Again, like I said, this level is either really fun or kind of frustrating. And that's why. Also more bees. Again, the bees... Okay, you see every time the bee, like, jumps up in the air, it's really good at dodging, and they also do a decent amount of damage. So yeah, between the dodging and the high damage output, they're not the easiest enemy to fight. But yeah, I am curious to see, like, because I think we'll actually get roughly to the end of the level by the end of this, part. So I'm a little concerned that if I quit after beating the level, I'll have to do this level over again. So I'm gonna hold B to test something. Nope. So there's an upper path. I don't know how to access the upper path. I've never pulled it off. I guess it requires like perfect timing or something, but I've never done it. So we have wizard enemies, they can heal enemies, which is really bad. So the wasps are interesting because if you throw them, they actually do a ton of damage to anything you throw them against, so using them as projectiles is the best strategy. See, mapping everything to one button is really problematic in this game. I tried to pick up one enemy and I just kind of slammed it against the ground because it thought I was doing that move, even though the cursor was even on screen. Yeah, the problem with floaty enemies is they're often floating just out of the range of your attacks. So yeah, I'm not really crazy about some of these fights. Again, it's not the combat itself, it's the enemy types that are often very difficult to fight. Here's another case where I don't know how to do this, other than just hold B. See there, I was doing a combo and I got knocked out of the combo because of a projectile. Again, that is probably the biggest flaw of this combat system, is no sort of combo immunity. Because if you could, like, survive a combo, it wouldn't actually be that terrible, I don't think. I actually don't know how other games in the genre do this. I know, again, one of the only other ones I played is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which I mentioned earlier. That game was really awful with stun locking. You could get knocked down by an attack, and you just perpetually get knocked down by different attacks. Yeah, I've apparently only played bad games, or frustrating games in this genre. So I don't know if that's just a thing in, like, God of War, or if that's just a thing in, you know, games that try to copy God of War with mixed results. I'd be interested in knowing, actually. So this is timed, it's really easy. I feel like the battle music hasn't stopped this entire level. So what we actually want to do is go over here, do some precise platforming, you know, this game's strong suit, and grab this electrified enemy. If the game will let me. And then toss it down, and then it'll do a ton of damage to all the other enemies. I got a ton of experience out of that. Also, I feel like you have to defeat the enemy pretty quickly, otherwise you'll take damage. Yeah, even the boss is, like, in critical range. So that's good. So we're almost done with this level. Only a little bit more to go, thankfully. Again, this is a pretty mercifully short nighttime stage. It's only like 10 minutes, unless you go out of your way to see everything. Which I'm really not, admittedly. I'm probably gonna get a B rank because I did die once. Because of how long these stages are, you can still get solid ranks, even if you die partway through. There's one medal that, for the sake of time, I'm actually going to intentionally pass up. So over to the right, there is a moon medal. It requires such a perfect running jump that I usually just skip it, and in tradition, well, at least sometimes I skip it, and in this case, I am definitely opting to do that because I don't trust my luck to successfully collect that. Wow, we still got an A rank, probably time bonus. And with that, we have reached the end of another nighttime stage. So, I think we're actually gonna call things here for now, once I finish this level up. So, next time we're gonna see what awaits us in Chun-nan. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Sonic Unleashed.